Hi everyone, Katie here. Today I will be reviewing The Hunt by Andrew Fukuda. It is a vampire novel. Fake vampire, but I spoiled myself by reading the reviewer comments in the beginning, like 2 pages worth. They really like it. Never mind, 3 pages worth. And they were like, oh, it's like the Hunger Games. Oh my god, it's so awesome, blah, blah, blah. And I like the Hunger Games and everything like that. But the reviewers lied. It's not like the Hunger Games at all. It's like there's I guess like a hunt thingy going. Well, that's what it's called, The Hunt. But that's the only thing that's really like where he's struggling to survive while he's trying to get back these vampires and everything like that. So I like the world building. It's there's humans are basically extinct. And vampires they're considered people now. They're the new normal. And so humans, they're called heifers or heapers, I think heifers. Anyway, and they are like hiding from vampires or trying to be like undercover vamps and stuff like that. So this guy, the main character's name is Jean, even though you don't know that until like way in the end, because in the vampire society, people don't really have names, they have designations. So basically he calls everybody by what they look like. Like, hey, there's a woman and her name is Fully Dressed, and there's an old man, his name is Gaunt Man, and then there's Phys and Abs, and you know, they're basically a designation. And the only person who actually has a name, even then, and you find out that is actually kind of like a designation. Her name is Ashley Jane. And so, the society is set up where humans are going to stink, or at least they think they're going to stink. They have to, and the humans that are still around are like undercover in the vampire society, pretending to be vampires, taking swimming classes so they don't sweat, scratching their wrists to laugh. That was funny. What's we call it? Pretending that they sleep in sleep holes, because they made them like totally different from humans. It's like they sleep upside down, they don't sweat, they can't laugh or cry or yawn or sneeze. They don't really need a lot of light. He really got into the world. Like they it's like, oh, it's the middle of the day, but they don't say the middle of the day. They go, it's midnight, or you know, early in the evening. And I'm not sure if it's like an alternate world. Well, okay, duh, alternate world, but is it in the future where society has regressed at the same time, or is it like pretending to be along our timeline, but it's supposed to be like the early 1900s or something like that? Because they talk about video cameras, but they was like, yeah, so the video cameras now have auto zoom lenses. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, they've been at that, but stuff like that. So I'm thinking it's like a future, but it's regressed at the same time, because, you know, all the innovators have been eaten or turned into vampires, and the vampires are not like human. And he does poke a little fun at vampires, because there's like so little humans that humans are studied like an animal species, and they make these weird, stupid conclusions and stuff like that. That was funny too. It always makes me wonder, like, how would future societies, like, I mean, like, seriously in the future, like, gazillions of millennia ahead of us, would come back to our society and go, oh, yes, and so they had this thing called the internet, which they worshipped all day, looking at these optical screens. I don't know, but I like kind of imagine that, because I'm weird like that. But the one thing that the reviewers did get right is that there's a cliffhanger ending. Oh my god, the ending, it's like I can't spoil it, but the ending will shock you. I flipped the pages, I was expecting more pages. It was like reading Unspoken when I got to the last page of it. That killed me. This killed me. But luckily there is a sequel coming out. It's called The Prey, so I can't wait for it. The author doesn't really describe the physical characteristics of the main character, but I assume the same. I actually imagine Jean's dad to look like the author, like, I imagine him to look like that. So well, that's it. Book's coming out. my god.